The third step in mindful smartphone photography is shining your light and blessing someone. This is the power of love. I think that in God's universe, there are just some kind of ways that God works, just some fundamental mechanics about the way the universe works, the way that God works, and the way that love works. I like to think of it like this. Yeah, I live in the mountains, and there, like this little creek that's going past it, it's a year-round creek. But if that creek let's say that I was an early settler in this area, if that creek stopped flowing, and I knew there had been plenty of rain or whatever, I'd be going upstream to see maybe there's a beaver dam or something that's clogging that up. It seems like the same principle with love. Love can't be dammed up. If I put a dam there and I don't let that love flow through, then it's just being dammed up. And you know what happens when that happens? It turns into a dysfunctional marsh that no longer is thriving and living. It turns what's in there can die, different species can change, versus letting that water flow through. So when God says to love your God with all your heart and soul and mind and body and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself, loving your neighbor as ourselves is that pull through. It's taking those blessings that God has given me and turning around and loving on somebody else. In the 3 steps of mindful smartphone photography, got focus on body and surroundings, capturing the present moment, and then shining our light and blessing someone. So let me give you a few examples, okay? Taking a few photos and sending a love note to someone. You have to experience it to absorb what I'm talking about and the power that I'm talking about right here. So I went out and grabbed a few photos of these flowers right here. I wasn't thinking of Mom intentionally when I took them, but I came back and I went through and I deleted all but a sacred few and just sent her a little text. Howdy, Mom. Saw lots of these out on the trail today. None of them are as beautiful as you. From your favorite son. Thanks for being my mom, my confidant, and my cheerleader. I love you. This was real. This was written. I wrote and designed this page of the book. My mom was probably in her last few months of life, and I sent that to her. So I remember to this day the feeling of sending to that to her cell phone. It may have taken another person to pull that up and to pull those photos up for her, but I know that I blessed her. Leave it to a nutcase like me to put bear poop in his first book. Guys watching this, there will be no explanation needing. Women watching this, you probably just are shaking your head going, why are men like this? So right here, I just said, whoever I sent this to, man, that this bear left a little present for you today. Oh my God. I'm going to send it to your BS collection. So yes, send a photo, a hilarious photo right there, and insult one of your guy friends, okay? Make him laugh. This right here, this is such a great example. Things that we, thank you note. God, it was really cool being there, but how do I write a thank you note? What a beautiful way. What a simple way. I was at this conference a couple of years ago, and we did a little hike back to, this is Maroon Bells by Aspen, and we hiked back there, several of us, and I got this shot with him. This guy he's a guide. He's the Himalayas and big time mountain climber, and he's written a number of just incredible mountain climbing books. Like right now, I just think of the books that he's written. I just go, God, how could he be so prolific? And it was really special being with him. I was like the nerdy guy, always trying to be right up near him because I was finishing up my book. And here I was with this guy who had all these books, and I had just seen him the day before do this. Maybe he was the opening keynote or something. So I just sent him this simple little text and said, howdy. And you know what? You really impacted me, brother. Like, you really touched me, man. and boom, hit the send button. And remember that sort of before and after check in with the body. Oh man, like I remember even right now, I can feel it right now. I am at a 3 right now in my level of presence because I remember that powerful body feeling. And you're going to notice, talk about being in body, when you get those love tingles in your head, no, you're in your body. Here's another great way to get in your body: go out and hug a tree. I went out, and one of the practices in the field guide is about the texture. So I wanted to, there's this woman, Maria, that I had connected with, and I wanted to say, hey, look, these are some that I took. Now, what are some of yours? So it was someone who was new in this process, and I was encouraging her. And then I sent her these. It took a while to compose this and everything. Boom, hit send. And without even any reply, without even any expectation of this person's thank you or anything else, you'll get your due reward because you'll feel it in your body.